Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GGF Fresh. I am your host, Lonnie Brown, and our night 2 of the GGF Euro Championship. In night 1, we saw Jack Nolan take it to Emerald Evan Green, and with some, as we said, quote, shoddy officiating, the referee did not see Emerald Evan Green's hand on the bottom rope. He would then move on to face the winner of Petrol and Jonathan Eaton, and after 3 super kicks, Jonathan Eaton was able to book his ticket to the main event, where Jack Nolan was able to take down Jonathan Eaton. It was a battle of boots, and it just so happened to be Jack Nolan's boot that was the stronger one. Tonight, we will determine our night 2 winner, who will go on to GrappleRama to face Jack Nolan. Without any further delay, let's get down to ringside for our first matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 231 pounds, Bob Raiden. And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 275 pounds, Franklin Blackwell.
And here we go, night 2 begins with Bo Rain facing Franklin Blaster. Blaster, a powerhouse amateur wrestling champion. Bo Rain, a homicidal and suicidal man who will do anything to win a match and is much more skilled when it comes to weapon-based combat, as he might have been taken out of the blocks to begin with, as he has already been busted open and those fists are raining down from Franklin Blaster. This looks like to be another ticket punched in the work group, as Blaster visiting him on the outside, overhead, drops him on the apron. Vicious back suplex onto the apron, and Blaster not done. Was looking to drop him head first onto the apron, but Bo Rain saw it coming. Was able to drop him first before he could get dropped. Referees count up to 3 here. I don't know if these men are going to be really pushing that envelope here, but it seems like both men jockeying for a little fan favorite here. It's both men playing to the crowd. We'll have to see who that works out for. I think the crowd's going to root for the one who has the more impressive showing, and laying down and fist raining in. Again, we haven't seen these gentlemen since the GGF Rumble. Both men, varying levels of impressiveness. Bo Rain was able to eliminate quite a few gentlemen, actually, in that Rumble. Franklin Blaster was able to last quite a while on his own right. So, both men very impressive. Franklin Blaster, not known for a lot of championship reigns, but all the ones he has held have been world championship reigns. So very impressive here. Bo Rain, a little bit more of a workman wrestler. He is going to have to work from the ground up here and try and stop the power and speed combination that is possessed here by Franklin Blaster. As we'll see here, dropping him down. Oh, Scissoring the legs and dropping him face first into the canvas. Bo Rain going for the cover here. Kick out at 2 here. Again, sharpshooter here. We've seen this. Many wrestlers have been able to utilize this hold to effectiveness. Our former and first champion, Ryan Organ, was able to beat many opponents with that very move. Unfortunately, that success have not catered to anybody else who's used it, but a big drop kick takes Blaster outside, and Blaster really on the outs here. Using his power and strength, he will get himself back in, thrown near the announce table. That won't get it done as Rain fights back. And both men fighting here on the outside, trying to get any kind of advantage they can as Bo Rain is sent into the barricade. And those barricades are steel, just covered by a small layer of cloth or tarp or plaster. There's not a lot separating steel from human skin. Referees count up to 6. This is 6 here. Bo Rain finally gathers himself. Maybe you have to wonder if Bo Rain was suckering in Franklin Blaster there. Maybe trying to get him to play possum, trying to get him to do something around that ringside area, around that barricade. Looks like that didn't work, so he's trying to just come right after him, and that looks to be working a lot more effectively than trying to play possum here. Mind games. Very, very pleasant with Bo Rain. He's able to drop that armbar there. Going to the top rope here. What can we be looking for here? Big elbow drop. Shades of the Macho Man. The Blaster right back up. Hits him with a shoulder block. Sends him down. Could we be looking at it? Domination here. And the cover. Kick out through the blood in the eyes. Bo Rain, it's going to take a lot more than to clock out with just one single move here. It could be Dominator. And that's not it. What else could he be going for here? What is the move that's going to put away Bo Rain? Full Nelson, locked in, swinging him back and forth, and there is no escape. Bo Rain taps out. Franklin Blaster will move on to our main event tonight and is one step closer to becoming GGF Euro Champion. As here we'll get a look at some of the highlights here, or we won't. We'll see Franklin Blaster celebrating in the ring as he will move on to face the winner of our next matchup. And let's see who we will be facing momentarily. As Bo Rain, the look of disappointment in his eye, he is going to head back to get cleaned up as we will move to our next matchup here.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 211 pounds, Joe Fee. And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 245 pounds, Arthur Mercer.
Here we go, final match of the first round of night 2. as we see Joe Fleck taking on Arthur Mercury. Joe Fleck has a variety of offensive maneuvers that he can hit any which way he wants. And which one is going to come next is whichever one comes to that mind first. As we have Arthur Mercury on the other side, he much more based in power and strength here. He's going to have a lot of different suplexes that he can hit you with. You always got to watch out for that Rings of Mercury stretch that he'll put you in. It's a very devastating maneuver. Joe Fleck, he's going to hit you with more of a DDT, more of a driving that head into the canvas. But that rebound clothesline is always one you got to be watching and waiting for. As we said, net lock suplex here. As Arthur Mercury is starting off very, very hot. Championship history for both of these gentlemen. Arthur Mercury, much more known in the tag scene, much more known in the undercard. Joe Fleck is known all across the card, so a lot more championship history for Joe Fleck, but Arthur Mercury is no slouch in his own right. You have to look for those concussion issues that plagued Mercury for years and years. Oh, big overhead suplex there. As he'll now go to the top rope. Drop a big splash. On to Joe Fleck. But no, you're going to need more to take him out. Arthur Mercury going to work on those shoulder joints. That was a part of his Rings of Mercury stretch, that he'll pull those shoulders back as far as he can, almost making that shoulder blade touch, and a pop-up powerbomb went for it. Hurricane Rana by Fleck. Another one of those maneuvers he hits out of nowhere, and it's just the one that comes to his mind first. What we could be looking at here, sending him across. Missed, rebound, clothesline, sends him up and over, inside out. Arthur Mercury has got to be rattled now. As Fleck, double arms, went for a suplex there, potentially. Maybe that rider DDT, that double arm DDT, potentially looking to drop Mercury on his head, give him yet another concussion. But Mercury kind of using his momentum and going up and over Fleck, is Fleck driving him on that head. Fleck, no stranger to suplexes, knows exactly how to punish you. He's been in death matches, he's been in cage matches, he's been in any kind of match you can imagine, and has come out the victor more times than not. So he is a competitor that you got to be watching and waiting for, just to see what he can do. Big leg drop off the top. And could that be all here tonight for Arthur Mercury? No, kick out. Living to fight another day. Both men looking to get this match over as quickly as possible, because they know as soon as this match ends, Franklin Blaster will be making his way down to the ring for the main event of the evening. So both of these men know the kind of disadvantage that they have with a man like Blaster coming down almost at the culmination of this match. So they are looking to get this match over as quickly as possible. But that is easier said than done. As we see Fleck drive Mercury's head into that turnbuckle and busting him open, kicking the gut here by Mercury. And it looks like it might have fired him up as he hits a pop-up powerbomb on Fleck. Three-handle. Fisherman suplex here by Mercury. Kick out at two by Fleck. That could have been it there. Potentially could have been going for the three-handled credenza. So he'll lift him up here. Suplex. Float over. German. Onto the head and neck. Fisherman. Fireman's carry, takedown to counter whatever Joe Fleck had in mind. Not even sure Joe Fleck had an idea. Wasteland into Rings of Mercury. Floating it over, and oh no, what could we be seeing here? Fleck has nowhere to go. But does he have enough to get out of it? Yes, he will. But has the damage been done? Double jeopardy here. Rope break seen immediately by the ref. Good heads-up action there. As we've seen some, quote, incompetent refereeing, according to some members of the Have the Block. Suplex back into it, a different way, version of the Rings of Set, the Rings of Mercury. There is nowhere to go, and that will be it. Tap out for Fleck, Arthur Mercury with a submission victory. And that will be all, ladies and gentlemen, for Joe Fleck. Here we see some of the highlights. High-flying action there from Arthur Mercury. A rebound clothesline here. That looked to be all that Joe Fleck had, as all of his attempts to get Mercury dropped on his head. Only once or twice did we see that. But Mercury still had the wherewithal. Here we see it. That's when he kind of took control of this match with that fisherman suplex. And it seems when Joe Fleck drove that head into the buckle and busted open Arthur Mercury, that kind of set him off and set him in a new kind of rage, and that the entire match was just shaved from there. As there we see it, Joe Fleck tapping out to the Rings of Mercury.
Here is your winner, Arthur Mercer.
And here we'll see it. He will go on almost immediately here to face Franklin Blaster. So let's get Blaster down here to ring, and let's get this main event started.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 275 pounds, Franklin Blackwell.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We were able to get Arthur Mercury cleaned up here as Franklin Blaster makes his way to the ring. And this match is going to be a back and forth battle here. The power and wrestling acumen of Franklin Blaster versus the more MMA mixed style of Arthur Mercury. Big Superfly splash there. Could it be over early? No. Blaster trying to book his ticket to GrappleRama next week to face Jack Nolan, winner of night one. And here we go. We're taking Anaconda Vice in there on Arthur Mercury, but no dice there on the Anaconda Vice. Here he is hitting a big T-bone suplex. Arthur Mercury, known for his suplexes here and his vicious Rings of Mercury that we saw not once but twice applied. Franklin Blaster, also a proficient submission wrestler, as we saw that full Nelson on display when he was able to take out Bo Rain. Big choke him up, throw him across the ring. Boots to with the fur not applying here, as a big dragon screw will take down the big Franklin Blaster. A full Nelson. Oh my goodness, dragon suplex there. Dropping him on his head. Blaster able to get back into it. Another kick there. Mercury, known for having concussions, not known for giving concussions, but he might have given one there. As he'll have his own Superfly splash. Kicks him over, and a camel clutch here. submission wrestling on display here by Arthur Mercury, but Blaster will slip the grip and slide back, and with a back heel trip will get out of that submission maneuver. Action flying fast. Arthur Mercury being thrown quickly across the ring after smashing to the turnbuckle here. And Franklin Blaster, he is a big, strong competitor. Uh-oh, we saw this Dominator! Could that be all? Already? No. A kick out at 2. It's going to take a little bit more than just one Dominator, it seems, to take out Arthur Mercury. The resolve here from our competitors here in GGF is unmistakable. It's not going to take just one finishing move to take someone down. But at the same time, matches can end by any number of ways. And could this be one of those? A lifting cutter domination. The cover. Oh, another kick out. Like we said, it's going to take a little bit more. Superfly splash yet again. This Blaster looking to set him up for another choke toss. Arthur with a big power slam! And could it be time? Could it be time to lock in the full Nelson? Could we be seeing it here? Blaster's softening him up. Punches and kicks. Going for the cover. Oh no, the referee! He sees it, but he doesn't. Franklin Blaster will move on. Your Night 2 winner in controversial fashion.
Here is your winner, Franklin Blackwell.
Referee staring at I don't know what, but he did not see the hand on the ropes by Arthur Mercury, so Franklin Blaster does not care. He's moving on to GrappleRama next week to face Jack Nolan for the GGF Euro Championship. And thank you very much for joining us for this special 2-night episode of GGF Fresh. We will see you next week for the biggest show in GGF history.